a PVD design quartet. Four designers walk into a bar. Creativity always finds a way. By A.B. Marcus, Providence, Rhode Island. The dim amber glow of the Down City PVD bar cast long shadows as four figures slid into a booth, a collective sigh escaping them. Vicky, her hands stained with ink and a portfolio tucked under her arm, plopped down first. Ben, trailing swatches of fabric and a miniature chair leg, followed with a weary grin. Megan, her blueprints rolled tightly and a scale ruler poking out of her bag, took the opposite side, her eyes scanning the bar's exposed brickwork. Finally, Rachel, her tablet glowing with a half-finished animation, slid in last, a faint trail of pixel dust seemingly shimmering in the air. "Rough day," Vicky declared, signaling the bartender with a flourish. "I swear clients think minimalist means invisible." Ben chuckled, rubbing his temples. "Try explaining texture to someone who only understands beige." I showed them a velvet sample, and they asked if it was too fuzzy. Megan raised a skeptical eyebrow. "You think you have it bad?" I had to explain why load-bearing walls are, in fact, load-bearing. Apparently, aesthetic support isn't a valid concept. Rachel, her eyes still glued to her tablet, murmured, "I spent 6 hours animating a squirrel's tail, only for the client to say it was too bouncy." A moment of shared, exhausted silence settled over the booth. Then Vicky broke it. "All right, enough commiserating. What are we drinking?" "Something strong," Ben replied, "and something that doesn't require explaining its undertones." "A classic old-fashioned for me," Megan stated, her gaze still lingering on the bar's ceiling beams. "Something structurally sound." Rachel, finally looking up, blinked. "Something? Sparkly? Like a pixelated sunset?" The bartender, a burly man with a knowing smile, approached. "I've seen your kind before, the creative type. One old-fashioned, one something strong and simple, and, let's say, a Stardust Spritzer for the lady with the glowing screen." As the drinks arrived, the conversation shifted. "So, Vicky," Ben asked, swirling his drink, "what's this minimalist nightmare you were working on?" "A logo for a tech startup," she sighed. They wanted something clean, modern, and disruptive, but also approachable and timeless. It's like asking for a unicorn that's also a sensible sedan. Megan leaned forward, her eyes lighting up. "Speaking of disruptive, I'm working on a community center project. The client wants a space that's both functional and inspiring, but they're terrified of anything avant-garde." "Avant-garde is my middle name," Rachel said, her fingers dancing on her tablet, adding a subtle shimmer to her squirrel's tail. "I'm trying to create a short film about urban wildlife, but I'm struggling to make pigeons look majestic." Ben grinned. "Pigeons? Majestic? That's a challenge. I'm trying to convince a client that a velvet sofa is a statement piece, not a dust magnet." As the night wore on, the bar filled with other patrons, but their booth remained a haven for the design quartet. Finally, as the last call echoed through the bar, they gathered their belongings. "We should do this again," Vicky said, a genuine smile on her face. "Absolutely," Ben agreed. "But next time, let's bring the before and after photos." Megan nodded, and maybe some blueprints for inspiration. They stepped out into the cool night air. Four RISD designer friends from the class of 2023, armed with their tools and their stories, ready to face the next impossible request, knowing that they weren't alone in their creative chaos. They were a team, a support group, and a testament to the fact that even in the face of the most absurd demands, creativity always found a way. The end.